So I think it's also a little bit funny because I feel like there's a little bit of jealousy going on between us, where it's like when I'm off being free and he's having to control everything, I think he's like, I think he gets jealous. And then when he's off being free and I have to be in control of everything, I think I'm like super jealous because I'm like, oh, it must be nice to get to go and do this and do that and do this and travel. Like, and I'm just stuck, you know, and then I go travel and he's like, oh, it must be nice, get to do this, go travel. He's just stuck. I think it's funny. So my Virgo rising is very orderly. Like I will be very, I'll be very in control, right? Virgos are so funny. You know, we're very analytical, very in control, very, very rigid sometimes, but like we will also just be very blunt and honest with people. And I think that like his inner child craves that because he also wants to be that. So I think that like he holds jealousy with that because he's like, how does she do that? And then my IC is where I feel at home. So the ability to get to travel and explore and just be free has been stifled from past childhood wounds, because as a child I was free. As a child I was a wild child. I was messing with magic, I was playing with the energy, I was rooting, and like no one taught me anything, so it was just like free flowing. I had a wild imagination. It was like I was just this living in a different universe and marching to the own beat of my drum, and all of that got stifled through experiences where I was told to shut up, where I was told I was too much, where I was told I was too loud. And so all of that got stifled, and so his like carefree energy and going like everywhere and doing whatever, it triggers the shit out of me. And I'm sure like my rigidity and order and Virgo order in the courtroom his triggers like the shit out of him. So it's kind of funny, but that's like what his inner child craves, is that stability, that order, that predictability, that analytical mindset, that organization. And my inner child craves freedom. So we're like mirroring each other dynamically. And I'm like, why does he always like to come back when I'm just like enjoying myself and in my freedom? And then, of course, my Virgo rising is like, we have to control this. So I also need to embody my Sagittarius energy. And if he embodied his Virgo energy, we would be copacetic. Like, it would be chef's kiss. And I never thought about it. Like, it blows my mind and it laughs because when I travel, like, when I go do things, I never make plans, ever. You would think my Virgo rising would be like, we have to keep in order, but no. I'm like, can we just do? Can we just experience? Can we just explore? I don't what we're doing. Plans, don't stifle the plans. Like, you have to make things in order, like boom, 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 boom. No, that's like, that's restricting. Like, can we just go explore and then we find something that we both like and we're just like, yeah, let's go do that. Which also makes me laugh because if he goes out to travel, does he like create plans? Like, is he like, okay, this is what we're doing, bam, 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 because of his IC and Virgo? I'm like, I would be so annoyed. It like really puts things into perspective for me because I'm chaotic. Like, I don't make plans. I just do. I just go. I'm like, oh, the lake today? That sounds nice. Let's go. But when I'm stifled in my freedom, I'm like bored out of my mind. And I didn't get to tell him the other day the truth about like why I want to get out of the house, because all we do is spend time in the house. And I'm like, no, take me out somewhere. I need movement. I need exploration. I need stimulation. I need freedom. I'm feeling constricted. And I'm like, I'm wondering if he's okay being at home because we're not like he's in control, right? We're in this space where he's in control at, and I'm just like, I can't. Like, it was fun for a little while, but now my body needs movement and expansion, and this is boring. Another thing that I find funny is that when it comes to like relationships, when he gets ready to be like in a relationship, I panic. And then when I'm ready to be in a relationship, he panics. And so we're like back and forth panicking, like, is this too much? Is this going to take away from my freedom? Because that's a huge thing that I get afraid of, is like a relationship stifling my freedom. But when I'm ready to go and I'm ready for a relationship, I'm like, let's go. And then he's like, what about my freedom? And then when he gets ready and he's like getting close to being in a relationship, and I'm like, what about my freedom?